Hello, WindHunter here, and I mean to give you a quick walkthrough of how to install the map packs. I've seen that some people have been sending me messages or posting on the thread they don't really know how to do it, or that they can't follow the instructions. Maybe they're too skimpy, I guess. But so I'm here going to show you very quickly how to do this. First of all, you want to go wherever your BattleForge folder is located. Mine's in my documents. You go into your BattleForge folder, and you see all these other folders. And first thing you want to do is you're going to create a new folder. I have it here, map. Just go right-click down here, away from everything, press new, folder, name it map. I will not because I already have that folder. But anyway, that's what you're going to do. You're going to create a map folder right there. And it's very important that it's actually called map, not maps. If it's called maps, it won't work in game. Actually, you won't see any of your maps, so it's basically like but if that happens, all you have to do is come back, change the name from maps to map, and everything should work fine. Okay, so after you have this new folder created called map, you're going to want to go to the forms. It's right here at the top, but it might not be when you have to, so go into media. Once you're here, click on the user maps mega pack. It's actually sticky right at the top and done by me. You'll then see these instructions and a warning here saying you must download all parts of the map pack. Downloading only part 1 will result in errors because not all needed components are there. And that's very true because map part 1 actually just has the folders that define the maps, such as like the textures or etc. The textures and such. Or some of them have like outcries that repeatedly happen, and these are things that are put inside these folders. So if you only get map part 1, you'll only get these folders, not the actual map file themselves. To show you, I'll go down to here. See, map 2 is the one with all the maps, actually. While map part 1 just has the folders defining the maps. Which means if you just put part 1 in and then attempt to go see if it worked, it won't, because none of the maps are actually there. Map part 3 is actually its own little thing. These are just a few small maps that I didn't have before that I added in now. These are mostly fun ones. A lot of these are PvE or just things like Survive, Twilight vs. Bandits, Crazy Labyrinth is right here, and Castle Wars, which is another fun one. If you ever want to play that with me, actually, you just contact me in game, and I would be glad to. Anyway, back to the forms. You want to go here, and you want to go to map part 1, map part 2, and map part 3. Okay, so as you can see, I can download all of these. On the second and third, you might have to, there might be a thing that says verify download, and that's because MediaFire doesn't want bots on their servers, so it'll have a code. Mine one before this was the kangaroo from Comcast, I believe, and you have to type that in. Don't worry, it's not going to do anything to your computer. Actually, one second, just let me, nope, that seems like I can. Alright, so you're going to want to put that password in, and then you'll be able to see the same screen I do right now, which is map part 1, map part 2, and map part 3. And don't worry about all the rest of the stuff. This is just ads. Don't click on those. I don't know what they do. Those are not me. Instead, only click this download right here. See, this one's 191 megabytes. This one's 134. And this one's 61 megabytes. But these actually open up to be about 2.5 to 3 gigabytes in total, if I remember correctly. It's a large amount of files, so it'll take a little bit when you're extracting all of them and copying them, or even downloading, depending on how fast your computer is. So anyway, you're going to want to download all these. I'll download them quick because it goes pretty fast for me. Okay. Once you have all 3 of those, and they're currently downloading, you want to go to wherever your map folders actually get downloaded to. Mine specifically is my download section, and it should be about the same for you. As you can see, mine are almost done, but I don't really need them because I already have these same folders right here. So once you have these done, you want to right click on them and extract all. At this point in time, you're going to go to browse, because you don't want to extract here. You can, but it's a lot easier if you do this next step. You go to browse, you want to go to your libraries, to documents, my documents, which is where my BattleForge folder is found. You want to go wherever your BattleForge folder is. Click on BattleForge, click on your newly made map folder. Don't click anything else outside of it. Don't click any of these inside in case you have other maps in there already, or you've already downloaded one part. Click on the outside, the map section itself, and you want to extract all your folders here. I want to press OK. Mine's going to come up with asking me if I want to replace these, etc. once I click extract. See, extract here. So I'm not actually going to copy all these because of the fact that I have them all. But you're going to want to do this for each folder. So you want to click, you won't have this most likely, but if you do, just click yes. I would recommend checking for all current items, etc. Keep going. Do that for map part 2. Extract all. Once again, it won't be inside the map folder. You have to go back to wherever you keep your BattleForge folder. Go into the map section. Once again, click map. And you're going to do this. See, map part 1, map part 2 go together. So you have to have both of them in order to use any of the maps inside of them. Besides the fact, unless you just add map part 2, which will give you 7 or 8 maps. But in order to get all about, I would say it's close to like 50-ish, you're going to need both sections and then map part 3. So you're going to click map, press OK, you're going to extract, I'm not going to, and do the same exact thing for map part 3. Now once this is done, I'm going to get rid of these things. You're going to look inside, go to your BattleForge, and you click on your map, and these will be all your maps right here. Again, all these folders are what defines the maps themselves. Well, the actual map files will be here. And as you can see, some of these are kind of redos, like Yoan and Yoan 2, which are made by Caldra. He's actually a very great map maker. A lot of these are made from him. And you continue down, and for example, you see I have the wall and the new wall, and I have another wall somewhere else in there. The difference between, you'll see in game, you want to use the newest one because it's smallest. But the other one is actually kind of fun because there's just so massive amounts of power. It's basically a tier 3 or tier 4 fight. And speaking of which, there's actually a map in here that is tier 4 only, so you only want to use tier 4. You start with 4 monuments. And there's also some that are tier 1 fights only. They're spectators. Here we go. Stonekin versus Lost Souls. There's a bunch of fun maps in here, as well as actual spectator maps. If you don't know what a spectator map is, you currently have one before you download these. It's actually Terravar, which you'll actually have 4 of after you download this map pack, because I have all 4 versions of the map. But anyway, you will have that somewhere in here. Here we go. This is probably the folder you actually have. I mean the map you actually have, but it's currently in your game files, so you might not see it here. But anyway, you have this map itself, and the second and fourth player spots are actually spectators, while they don't actually fight. Only players 1 and 3 do. So once you go in game, you can get 4 of your friends, and if only 2 of you want to fight, you can just fight in a spectator map. The other ones can watch, etc. They can commentate on them, and that's what you usually do for the tournaments. And besides that, there's just some other things. Right now that we're all ready, I will put up, you want to go into your BattleForge, and in order to start using these maps, you're going to go to Sparring Grounds for the PvP maps, go to Create a Game, and you scroll down past where the normal maps are, and you'll see all these cool user maps. In order to use the PvE ones, you're going to want to go down. You want to go down to where the random PvE happens, and there'll be a little blue circle that's user-created maps. You can click on that, and you can then create games, standard, advanced, expert, and do some of those games. There's some fun ones like race, which is you are a swift claw, and you race with all your other 4 friends, and there's like traps for flame traps that kill you. There's shamans inside that heal you, get freezes, you get anything else you can think of. It's actually a pretty cool map. I can't remember who made it exactly, You'll also have one like this, which is Toll the Hounds, which is a one-player map where you can just go through and have some fun. And you don't actually need a deck for this map. It's actually, you get units spawned to you, or you release units from cages, and you go through, and it's a nice storyline map made from someone that's no longer around. You'll see when you go in. There's a lot of these. So, thank you for watching. Have fun. And don't be afraid to try out a lot of these. There's some fun ones in here, like you said. Like I said, a Monopoly. You can play Monopoly for BattleForge. And go out there, get some friends. Contact us. Contact me in game, or email me. Well, PM me on the forums. And I'd be glad to come in and play some maps with you. I can also show you more in game if you'd like, such as Battle Arena, which, if you look around the forums, you can see that Legend is very much obsessed with this map still, as well as PvP VE. So you're not only fighting other players, you're also fighting the environment. Anyway, that's it for me, and I hope you enjoy.